Okay, we're good.
Okay. Hello again. Technical difficulties.
Okay.
Love equipment. So anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't get the last video to upload. It hit 98% and said 2 minutes remaining. And about an hour and a half later, I was still waiting. And I tried like 10 times and it would not upload. So I'm giving up and we're doing so.
Yeah, second half over. Okay. So what I was talking about previous to that was the fact that there was the two ghosts in the house, the little girl, and I had done some research because the others in the house, my roommates, were like, no, we don't want to know about anything. So essentially, I did some research, looked up some records, and found that a young girl had been murdered in the house. And of course, we had a young girl in the house who was a ghost, and then we suspect that the man who killed her, and this happened in the 70s,
Yeah.
it was the other one that was haunting the house. So we did the research to find out. I'm not going to reveal names. I just feel like naming names. There's no need,
no.
you know. But needless to say, I looked into it. I did research. I tried to find out what was going on. And that's kind of what you need to do. Find out. You know, like I said previously in another, in our first episode, was that sometimes a cat is just a cat.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure of that. Rule out everything that can be explained first, that makes logical sense, and then go.
Right.
And try to look into it for a paranormal thing.
So what other hauntings did we cover first? I know we did the...
We did the I know how to say it. My brain has been
residual. The
That's
residual.
It. I know it began with an R. My brain has been fried.
It's Friday. It's
Friday. I've been sick. So yes,
we did the
residual.
first one on Wednesday, so we're like 2 days behind. Yeah. So we did residual and we did
dead dude.
Yes.
We have done dead. Well, we did the two types of dead dudes. We did the knockings, the noises, movements. Yeah. And then we did the apparition type.
Right. So we need to do the intelligent hauntings.
Well, those are the intelligent hauntings, the dead dude.
Yeah, that's...
But then there comes the poltergeist,
yes.
which, of course, if any of you know about poltergeist, it's German, and it means noisy ghost. And for poltergeist, what it is there's two theories behind this. Is one, it is a human agent, and this could be a teenager going through puberty. And essentially...
We don't know they're crazy.
Well, yeah. And it isn't just girls.
No.
And the boys go through puberty as well. And what it is it's a buildup of the hormonal anxiety, the physical change, as well as, social tensions.
Right.
Because they're going through a bunch of stuff. And
somebody could be bullying them at school.
Exactly.
And it could be anything.
It could be any number of trigger situations that are going to cause them to start building up inside. Now, a lot of times these teenagers have abilities. So they might have, clairaudience, clairvoyance.
Right.
They may be able to move objects. They may be a medium. And what's happening is their energy is building up and building up and building up because they're holding it in. And they're not being able to release it. So it releases itself.
Right.
It's kind of like when you have too much steam in something and then inevitably the pot lid's going to pop.
Right.
So this is essentially what is happening. But it isn't just teenagers. You can have adults who have abilities. And if they're going through situations, it's the same thing.
Yeah, stressed out at work or
exactly.
Anything.
Bad. They're having problems in the marriage. They're having financial issues. It could be a number of different things that are causing this buildup. And what happens is, as this energy leaks out, it starts taking the form of a PK, psychokinetic. Okay, energy, and it'll start to form into a mass. And the more that's pumped out into this mass, the stronger it becomes.
Yeah. And eventually it becomes its own entity.
Exactly. So my suggestion to anybody, whether you have abilities or not, it's always a good thing that when you're going through situations in life, meditate, take yoga. I mean, there's all sorts of meditations.
Yeah, journal.
Just
talk.
Yeah.
Call up a friend and complain.
Yes. Find a shoulder to, bitch on.
Yeah.
So essentially,
pretty much, yeah.
Whatever you need to do to release it, let it go.
Yeah.
Just let it go. And don't let the energy build up. So if you start experiencing things stacking, you're coming home and things are not looking like where they need to be,
things are moved.
And you don't have dogs, cats, and other people living in the house, you might want to start meditating just to get rid of this stuff. So,
and there are good guided meditations on YouTube.
Yes.
I don't remember if I said that in the first one.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, and again, if things get really bad, always make sure that you contact somebody.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of paranormal groups out there. We're a paranormal group, so we have no problem researching. Like I said, she's a photographer. Mm-hmm. She's a witch. I have a scientific background, as well as being a physical medium. So, and I'm always one of those ones, I don't jump to conclusions that everything, like I said, is supernatural.
Right, like there's people, broom fell over, oh my God, we're haunted,
Side note, a girl at work.
Yeah.
I had pushed all the carts together. Well, they're plastic carts.
Yeah.
They have that heavy duty plastic. And one of them had kind of bowed a little bit in the center. And the one that I pushed into it, after a while, the pressure of that bow will push the one I just pushed in out. And it just so happened that that occurred when I wasn't nearby. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, I hear her talking over the mic about, oh my God, this cart just moved by itself. So,
that's funny.
Again, it was the pressure built up from the other cart because of its shape. That it so made the one cart move. Mm-hmm. But this girl saw the cart move all by itself, so she assumed. And really, she did. She's like, I think this place is haunted.
Which wouldn't actually surprise me, but,
But I hadn't sensed anything.
No.
And I knew what caused it.
Because there is something in the mall up there. Yeah.
Well, this isn't at the mall.
Yeah, I know.
This is at another one of those stores.
Store. Yep.
Yeah. But, so yeah, I mean, it just, sometimes things happen. You don't really realize what's going on at first. It doesn't necessarily have to be a haunting, but
it could be an earthquake. Remember that one?
Oh my God.
We had an earthquake. What was that, like 6 or 7 years ago? Something like that?
I can't remember. It was a while ago.
It hit like really early in the morning, and
it just felt like somebody had shook my bed.
Yeah, well, see, I heard this like like the whole house shifted, and I talked to her later that day, and we didn't immediately think earthquake. No, we're like, is there a ghost in here?
Right, we're both like, ghost. Because it just felt like nothing else. It just felt like somebody had grabbed the bottom of my bed and went
yeah. But that was so funny. We were laughing that we were both like,
ghost. I mean, sometimes that's our first thought, but
yeah, because we get so many earthquakes here.
Well, yeah,
we've had like,
we live in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's not like we're the big earthquake capital of the world here.
I think I can remember 3 in the last like 30 years or something.
I remember one that felt like a large truck came driving down the road. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not really what I would call earthquakes either. They're more like tremors.
Yeah. Oh, but my dad was on TV talking about the earthquakes and what they could do. Because my dad was a geologist, so
that's cool.
They hired him to talk about it.
But that's not a real science, according to Sheldon.
Geology? Oh, well. Yeah. So anyway, again, 3 types of hauntings. Your residual, your dead dude,
or intelligent.